Hello everybody, Classic Travel MTG here, coming in with another Premier Draft in Crimson Vow. If you find the video interesting or fun or entertaining at all, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It will really be appreciated by me. And without further ado, let's jump into the draft. Let's see what we can get in that opening pack. Hopefully it's something not too shabby. Haven't had ridiculous cards in Pack 1 Pick 1 yet on the channel. So, I mean, we have had a couple of ridiculous cards, but we haven't had any of the, like the crazy ones like Halana and Alina, Alva Caretaker. Those are the main ones. I guess Sorin, Blood Bowl Pavea, Henrika Damnathi, all wonderful cards. I think a lot of the mythics in this set are just overall very strong. So really any mythic is pretty good. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with mostly any mythic, I think. Okay, well we got a land. That's a little sad, but that's okay. Best card in the pack here is probably Blood-Crazed Socialite or Point of Discussion. Divers Cab's good, but I don't think I'd like to first pick it. It works a lot better in the exploit decks. Because this card is just terrible unless you exploit. So I think probably the pick is one of these 3 black cards. There are lots of blue cards in the pack. Land is terrible, obviously. Well, it's good, but only if you're in blue-green. Red cards are pretty mediocre. Black cards are pretty good, I think, overall. It's a little risky taking a black card pack 1 pick 1, but there's nothing else that's worth taking. Because the thing is, if people see that there are 3 other black cards in the pack, people will start taking other black cards on my left. And then in pack 2 it'll be tough, but in pack 3 it'll be fine. So yeah, I think probably I quite like Point of Discussion and Blood-Crazed Socialite. I also like Wedding Security, but I don't think it's as good as Socialite, just because it doesn't work with itself. But yeah, I think I'll just take, I don't know. I'll take Discussion, I think. It's pretty good. Okay, this is a very different pack from our first one. It's got quite a lot of good cards. We have Wolfkin Outcast, we've got Heron of Hope, we have Falcon Earth Celebrants. Syncopate's pretty good as well. Probably, I don't want to go into Black-White again, but Heron of Hope is a little better than Wolfkin Outcast and Falcon Earth Celebrants in my opinion. It's pretty close between these 3 though. Also Sagada Summons is just not anywhere close to where it should be. Like, this card is just not good. 6 mana do nothing unless you have counters on the field, just feels terrible all the time. There are just not enough counter synergy, even in green-white where it's supposed to fit. I definitely like Heron of Hope a lot here. This is a much more synergistic card. I'd like to pick it up later. I think I'll just take Heron. I don't really want to end up in Black-White again just for content reasons, but we'll see where we go. Okay, there's a good white card. There's also a great red card here. I think I might just take it here. Red-black is a great place for this. You can ramp some sweet stuff out. Yeah, this card is just kind of broken. I think we saw in third draft on the channel, I believe we had a red-white deck. This card just completely won us the game out of nowhere in one of the games, and it's just kind of disgusting. Other cards in the pack that are pretty good: Gift of Fangs, Hook Hand Mariner if we end up in green, although we sort of just passed to the green werewolf payoff dude. The Wedding Crasher, Wolfkin Outcast, whatever it is. Scarlet's Imprisonment, very good at removal spell. Not as good as Alluring Suitors though. Pretty close, honestly, but Alluring Suitors is just a little better. Gift of Fangs is okay. Nothing else in the pack is super appealing. But yeah, we'll take the Suitor here, for sure. Okay, here's a Socialite. It's a very good card. There's also a Wolf Strike. Kessig Fire Breather if we end up in blue-red. I really think that's the only correct home for this, unless you've got a really spell-heavy deck. I guess mostly red, maybe splashing like black or something. But yeah. There's also an Evolving Wilds, but I think it's a little early to take an Evolving Wilds. But yeah, we'll take the Socialite here. Ending up in black-red is a pretty good place to be. Okay, here's a Traveling Minister, which might put us in black-white, which is, again, not where I want to be. But I think that we just take Vampire's Vengeance here. It doesn't kill any of our creatures so far. Heron of Hope not being a vampire means that it might die, but it's also 2/3, which resists the 2 damage from the Vengeance. Synergizes well with Socialite. I think overall it's pretty strong. Sorry. There's also Courier Bat, which I think is okay, but it's really only good in black-white. A couple red cards, a couple green cards. None of these cards are really where you want to be at, but this is okay. This is okay, I suppose. Witness the Future isn't really a great card either, but yeah, we'll take the Vengeance here for sure. Maybe we can end up in black-red vampires, in a more controlling deck. Here are a couple good cards. Hypnotist is more in the aggressive vampire decks. We don't have really enough early drops so far, but I can definitely see taking this now. It's also just kind of bad because it can't block. It's not my favorite card. Other than that, there's a Ragged Recluse, which works well in vampires because of all the blood. But I think we're just taking Evolving Wilds here. It lets us fix mana really well, keeps us open. We don't really know what we're playing yet, so... Okay, there's a pretty late Fierce Retribution. Honestly, this card is pretty good. It's not as good as, like, Bleed Dry and stuff, but I think it's worth taking here. We're not 100% sure where we're ending up. We could also take a Wedding Invitation. We got quite a few vampires. 1, 2, well, just 2 actually, but the rest of our cards are like non-creatures, so... yeah, well, I think we'll just take the Retribution here, see where we end up. We can go black-white or black-red. Okay, well, there's a great red card to pick up. There are a couple of white cards in here. There's also an Ancestral Anger if we want to end up there. Quite a few blue cards as well. I think we'll just take Binding Geist in case we end up in blue-red. None of these other cards are great. Short Strikes you can usually pick up pretty late. Yeah, we'll take that. Here's Yugata's Summons. I guess we'll just take for the rare. None of these cards are remotely playable. Like, I wouldn't play this unless I really need playables. But, yeah, all these are pretty bad. So we'll take Summons for Volt, I guess, but it's a little sad. Okay, well, that's a great... Well, it's not great. It's okay. This card is okay. It's definitely overrated. But, yeah, we'll take it. Griffin Cavalry isn't terrible. Here we'll take Festivities, I think. Well, we'll take Fear of Death again if we end up in blue-red. It's the only deck it's okay in. We'll take Witch's Web, actually, over Bows. And Blood and Hypnotist, last pick. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So here we have... Okay. This is a pretty straightforward pick. Rutstein is amazing. This card is kind of disgusting and very good. But we don't really want to be splashing in color. We already have 3 colors. It looks like maybe 2 only. But Mark of Waltzer is just a fantastic pickup. This is exactly what we wanted in our previous red-white deck. But, I mean, obviously that deck was pretty good. But, yeah, so we'll take Waltzer here. Hopefully we can wield the Retribution. Looks like we're moving out of black, so I might be cutting these. Okay. Here we have Chandra, Dressed to Kill, which is just terrible Planeswalker. Basically, it just ramps you and pings your opponent each turn. You never want to do the other +1, because it's just going to lose you cards. Other than that, we have Undead Butler, which I think is pretty good. Voltaic Visionary, which I think is excellent, probably the pick here. We've got Scavenger and Blood Fountain, both in black, which are both great. We also have a Blood Petal Celebrant, maybe on the wheel. But we'll definitely be taking the Visionary here. It's just a really good aggressive card. It lets us get ahead pretty quickly with some card advantage. Okay, here's a Minister. Definitely taking that. This card is... I mean, we've seen it its power in almost all of our drafts. It's just disgusting. Works super well with Heron of Hope. Sorry, this one. Other than that, there's a Knife. There's a Recluse if we end up in black again. Not too much else in this pack. I'm not 100% sure red and white are both super open in this draft, but we seem to be picking up some okay stuff. This is a pretty late Lantern Bearer. I think I'm just going to take it here because there's nothing else that's good in the pack. There are these 2 cards which are okay. Maybe I just... Well, how are we looking up 3 drops? Yeah, we'll take Vampire... Belligerent Guest, sorry. Yeah, Belligerent Guest is probably the best pick here. Lantern Bearer is obviously very good, but it's a lot better if we're playing, like, heavy blue. But yeah, okay. That's a very late Bleed Dry and a very late Headless Rider. I think... that might sort of put us in black a little bit. Our white cards aren't great so far. I mean, they're pretty good, but Bleed Dry is definitely a reason to be in black. There's nothing else in the pack that looks great, though. There's Bloody Betrayal, Knife, that's basically it, and also Headless Rider, obviously. But yeah, we'll definitely be taking the Bleed Dry. It's not going to come around. This might... Well, given that it's gone this late, I doubt that it will, because there are probably some black players on my right. But yeah, we'll definitely take the Bleed Dry here, so we can pivot maybe into black. Okay, well, there's another Heron and a Bolt. Wow, okay, so it looks like white-red is quite open in the end. Yeah, so Bolt over Infantry, huh? Yeah, I think Infantry is just a little better, but it's very close. There's also a Heron in here, which I wouldn't mind wheeling. You know, maybe I take Flame Blessed Bolt and see if I can wheel either of these 2, because I'm pretty happy playing both of them. Yeah, I think we do need the removal if we're not playing Bleed Dry. I'm going to sideboard it for now, but we might end up in black later. Okay, that's a Blood Petal Celebrant. That's what we want to get round. I think there's another one coming round. That might have been the same pack, actually, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but we're pretty committed to red. Not so much to white. But, yeah, a lot of our red cards are just super good. I guess this isn't the best. But the rest is pretty solid, honestly. Honestly, wait, if I cut this, how many vampires do we have? We have 5 vampires. Yeah, I think 5 vampires is enough to play the Vengeance, even if it's killing, like, I guess, the only thing it'll kill is Traveling Minister. And, oh, and Cavalry. Okay, there's another one. This could put us in a more controlling red-white build. If we can wheel the Chandra, that might be sweet, because we're definitely looking to be in red. Also a Nurturing Presence, but yeah, we'll definitely take the Vengeance here. Works pretty well with a lot of cards. Now I might take Villager. We're looking for we are lacking a little bit in playables. We're definitely taking the Villager here, I think. But I could also see taking any of the black cards. This is probably the lowest in my opinion, but either of these are pretty solid. Yeah, we'll take Fearful Villager. It synergizes well. Nice card. Definitely take another Petal Celebrant here. Yeah, I wonder if we can wheel a Chandra. I don't know if I'll play it or not, but if we can, that'd be pretty sweet. Definitely wanting like a more grindy powerhouse card. Okay, looks like we're not. I think we've already seen past the pack that had the Chandra in, actually. Definitely taking the Knife here. Knife is pretty sweet. You don't need any of the 3-drops there. I guess we'll take Rescue if we really, really need playables, but Rescue is just not a good card ever. Yeah, so it looks like going into pack 3, we got a pretty sweet red-white build so far. We got... Okay, there's another Knife. I'll take it, but I don't think I wanted to play it, that is. Nebelgast. Beguiler. Okay, this is... Okay, wow. So it looks like our deck's sort of ending up like our previous red-white deck, which is pretty funny, except without some of the bombs. Kessig Wolf Rider is pretty good. I don't think it's worth playing in here. It's a little bit of a more grindy, slower card. Lambhold Raconteur is only a 5 creature, so unplayable basically. The only 2 cards I'm really looking at in this pack are Abrade and Rending Flame. Rending Flame being the better of the 2, just because it deals with more creatures, but definitely Abrade is very high pickup. If we can get another one, that'd be wonderful. Okay. That puts us in a pretty good position. We've got a higher curve card that really pays us off for going aggro. This just does a lot. Okay, wow, this draft is going really well. Another Minister, pretty good. I'm going a little bit quickly. Jesus. Okay, so this pack is like kind of broken. We have a Wedding Announcement, which we had last time, and it was disgusting. Won us basically almost every game we won, which is 7, I think, in that draft. Falcon Wrath Celebrants, excellent card, but not nearly as good as this. And another Waltzer. So I'm going to take this, but I would expect to wheel one of these 2 cards, if not like a Heron. But these 3 cards are just on another level. Wow. Okay, so that was crazy pack. Going into a slightly less crazy pack, I think we just take a Parish Blade Trainee here. Oh, I guess we can take this for the Vault. I don't want to play Trainee, and we definitely will get enough playables. Red-White seems very open. Panicked Bystander's pretty solid, just a 2/2 for 2. We aren't heavy in white, so I don't want to take a double white card here. We might not end up playing this, but we do want 2 drops. How many do we have? 5. Minus Retribution is 4. Yeah, obviously. I'm stupid. But yeah, wow. This going... both times we got this super late, so my thought is that people are really undervaluing this card. But it's nuts. It just wins games so quickly. Like, even just as a 3-mana Anthem, these cards are great. I guess we'll take a Griff Rider here. Again, I don't think I really want to play this, but I'll put it in my deck for now. It dies to both of my Vengeances. Out of curiosity, how many vampires do we now have? 6 vampires. So we've only picked up 1 vampire since I checked last time. We definitely don't want to play this either. Although, well, we'll leave it in for now, but... Well, no, never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, we only have 6 vampires, so maybe I don't want to play one of these. But I do think that these are good enough, especially in aggro decks, that they're often worth playing. Here I'll take Slayer, in case you really need playables. It's not great, but it definitely punishes vampire decks. Here, I guess I'll take Invitation. Again, I don't really want these cards, but if I do need playables, I will play them. Okay, there's an Adamant Will. I'm pretty happy to get that late. See if we can wheel either of those 2 cards I mentioned earlier. Just take this for the sideboard, I guess. Well, Vault, rather. So do we have any counters? We do have this, which gives counters. I guess there's another Will. I don't really want to play that. This gives counters. This gets counters. Yeah, that's basically it. The reason I'm looking is because of Sigota's summons. Because this is a very sweet card if you can get the counters, but it doesn't look like that's possible in our deck. Okay, so it looks like we got a pretty sweet red-white deck. Let's just get to the build. See what we can do. Pretty excited for this one, honestly. Wedding announcement rather in red-white is, I think it's probably the best home for it, but it's just a broken card anywhere it's played. First, what I want to do is I want to check for blood. Hello, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blood creators. So that means that I think this card might be worth playing. In white, I also like Griffin Cavalry, maybe. So I do want to cut where is it? This. Because it's just not good. With that, we have 6 2-drops, which I think is enough. We've got plenty of 1-drops. I am wondering maybe if I could cut like a villager for the cavalry, because I do want a couple more flyers and 4-drops mainly, sorry. Yeah, I think that's fine. Villager for, yeah, that's pretty good. And then, how are we looking for colors? 11, 12. Well, yeah, we got the Evolving Wilds, will be fine. Yeah, this deck looks to be pretty sweet so far. Let's just see. Yeah, so okay, our deck's got plenty of blood. I'm just wondering about this cackling, panicked bystander, because I guess we can flip it. Yeah, okay, no, we've got plenty of life gain, actually. I just realized. I forgot we had the ministers plus Heron. Yeah, so basically our entire 4-5 curve is like all flying, so that's going to be pretty nice in the late game. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the games. Let's see how this deck can do. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks pretty sweet so far. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think that it's the best deck I've drafted. By far, that was the second one on my channel. But it's definitely up there. Very sweet. Red-white definitely isn't the best color pair either, but with the cards we got, it looks to be pretty good. Come on, Arena, you can do this. Up against Dan McKee, I think. This looks like a bit of a slow hand, but I'm willing to keep it because I don't think Mulliganing is going to make it better. Also got enough blood in our deck. Okay, that's a great draw. As I said, we have enough blood in our deck that we can just filter through these lands. Yeah, so this 1-drop has been really overperforming for me. It just the ping doesn't really matter, but just a 1-mana 1/1 that makes a blood. And the upside of the ping is obviously great, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. I have one with the ping once. Actually, maybe it was twice, I can't remember, but like where you get them down to 1 and then you just play this and you win. Or like sometimes they'll just block badly and go down to 1, or not badly, but they'll block thinking they at 1 and then you play 1. It's definitely not irrelevant, but it doesn't feel super great all the time. But definitely the blood is a big deal. Plus it's a great sacrifice fodder for like exploit cards. Looks like our opponent is roping us on turn 2. Little odd. You good there? Angrath, okay. Angrath avatar looks like maybe he's raging a little bit. Yeah, pretty simple. Turn 2, we'll play that. We drew a nice 3-drop. Really happy about that. This card is, I mean, we've seen it a couple times. It's going to be great. It's going to draw us a card basically every turn because we have 2 creatures. And I'm not too unhappy just killing whatever they play just to get an extra card in, honestly. Okay, so they're not done. So they're not just completely roping us, but it's looking rough. Okay. Yep. Draw a card. Excellent draw. Really happy about that one. That lets the Griffin Cavalry learn a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think I might just kill this to... Well, oh, actually, never mind. That sort of makes that plan not good. We'll attack here. So we're going to get the 1/1 for sure. and then blow this guy out for blocking like this. So he's playing, looks like he's playing 3-color vampires, probably with blood. Or maybe he's splashing for like Anya, or trying to think of other things he might splash for. Anya, I guess you could splash. Yeah, it looks like he's splashing white or red though. I don't know. Not really much to splash, honestly. Could splash AGGRO as well. AGGRO's very good. Okay, so it looks like we're just gonna run him over here. I mean, he could definitely recover here. Okay, that might mean that he can't recover, but yeah, so here I think I'm just gonna go like this and like this. I'm just gonna attack with everything. I don't mind if he blocks the 1/1, because he's gonna take 8. It's gonna put him to 7. Yeah. Yes, this is gonna put him to 8, I think, right? Yeah, there we go. This is gonna flip, everything's gonna get massive. Maybe he should have blocked the 1/1 actually, because now it's just gonna be a 2/2. Might have like a Flame Blast Bolt. Nope. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for us, honestly. Aggro red white for the win. Let's go. A little scared of what he might have. He could have by invitation only, which I'm pretty okay with. Okay, AGGRO's fine. I'm definitely going to kill that in response to a block. Let's just see what we have here. We might hit like a... Actually, I don't know what we could hit, but let's see. I think it might also just be dead here, actually. If we just attack with everything and then I'll kill AGGRO like that. Is he just dead? Yeah, he blocks hit. Yeah, definitely dead. GG's, buddy. Yeah, so I guess he's probably black-red splashing for AGGRO, which is definitely not unreasonable, especially if in black-red you have so many vampires. AGGRO's a huge payoff. But yeah, it looks like we can just run him over with our red-white aggro deck. This is crazy. Like, I don't know. I guess Wedding Festivity is showing its value again. This card, I don't think I've lost a game that I've drawn it, honestly. I probably have, but yeah, it's a really sweet card. One card that I really want to make work is Laid to Rest, which is the green-white enchantment for mana. It says, whenever a human you control dies, you draw a card, and whenever a creature you control with a ++ encounter on it dies, you gain 2 life. I really want to make that work, especially with Wedding Invitation specifically. Sorry, I keep getting it wrong. With Wedding Announcement, the enchantment we have, it's really good specifically because it makes like lots of humans. But I haven't had a green-white deck with either in it yet, so yeah, green-white is definitely the place for that card, but I don't think it's great otherwise. This looks like a pretty good hand. We've got 2 nice flyers, and in the early game we've got some sweet removal with the little mini Pyroclasm effect. Honestly, I think that this card is comparable to Pyroclasm just because it does make a blood. Sort of like Pyroclasm with a looting effect stapled onto it, which is pretty sweet. I don't mind it. Like, obviously Pyroclasm is significantly better because 2 mana is a lot less than 3. But definitely comparable, yeah. Okay, drawing lands, I guess that's sort of where we want to be. We did keep a 2-lander, so yeah. I don't think I'll be Fierce Retributioning his Epicure, but if he like pumps it with something, I might. Like Short Strike. I doubt he will, but annoyingly this doesn't get rid of it, but it's just a 1/1, like it's not a big deal. Now of course that I say that I'm gonna end up dying to it, but seems unlikely. Opponent taking their time. Yep, for sure. That'll definitely die to Vampire's Vengeance. Yeah, so they get the Scry Draw. Pretty okay with that, honestly. As I said, this is a great card to exploit away. But I don't mind. I'm just gonna, I guess, play this hold up Vengeance. If he plays like another Stitcher, I can just Vengeance in response. Well, not in response, but afterwards, after ETBs. And basically everything else I can... I'm finding the hit here because I've got lots of life gain in hand, but yeah, I mean, he could play like a Lantern Bearer, he could play a couple... Okay, well, I think now I'll just Vengeance. You might counter this, actually, with Syncopate. Honestly, I don't really mind if he counters it. If he counters this, I'd much prefer he counters the Vengeance than Heron. Yeah, okay. Kills that, gives me a blood. We're a little bit down on life, but looks like we're in a pretty good position. Okay, so here I don't want to get hit by a counterspell. It's probably like Siphon Essence or something. But I am just going to play the Belligerent Guest, just to test the waters. So it does look like he has something. Maybe it's a bounce spell. Could be like Thirst for Knowledge, or Discovery rather. But yeah, for the time being, we'll just play the Guest. Generates value whenever it hits, so they aren't forced, but they're inclined to play a creature here. Yeah, okay, there's the Thirst for Discovery that I mentioned. Everybody seems to have this card style for some reason. I also have it, but it's odd because I don't know, it's a little weird. So I don't think you get this from the Master Pass. I think you have to get it from the season rewards. I'm pretty sure those are random, but oh well. So next turn looks like we're playing Heron, and then Angelic Quartermaster just is great. I mean, this card is huge. Okay, so they're discarding 2 cards here, no basic. So it just look like they're mana screwed, or they need the mana. Yeah, there we go. So they did play the land. They discarded Cradle and Witness, which I'm pretty okay with. Witness isn't like a big deal, but it's definitely problematic. Yeah, so I'm not sure what their deck is, but it does look like they're holding something up here, so I'm just going to attack. Okay, Chill the Grip's fine. That does mean that they're left open for me to play Heron of Hope. I'm probably going to play Heron and then loot away with the blood my planes. So it looks like we're in a pretty good position. Playing against like a blue-red control-y deck, lots of instants and sorceries, I think. Looks pretty sweet, honestly, that deck so far. It could be like a Steal and Sacrifice synergy as well deck with Bloody Betrayal and Citrus Assistant, sorry. But I don't know. We can deal with that pretty well, honestly. None of our creatures like are individually huge. It's a lot better when your opponent has like big bombs. We don't really have any bombs so far. Or at least our only bomb is an enchantment, so it doesn't really that can't be stolen by Betrayal, I don't believe. Unless they can somehow make the announcement into. Okay, that's great. Well, it's great for them, that is. Pretty happy to kill that, honestly. They're out of range to syncopate my Rending Flame, so probably play Rending Flame and then activate Heron. That'll put us up to 17. Definitely taking the time here for the opponent. Not too sure what they're waiting for. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll lead away. Does slow us down a little bit, but I'm pretty okay with it. That's a great draw. Got all of our removal in hand here. Definitely Rending Flaming this. Although we could have also just Fist Retribution, but I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna play the land. I doubt they'll have anything with haste, but I don't see myself cycling another land away because I do want to be able to double spell if I need to. If they play like that actually specifically, hilariously. Wow. Okay, so I read that terribly, but I got it completely right at the same time. So he's gonna attack. We're gonna kill. This card is disgusting. Well, Volatile Arsonist. Sorry, I always get it wrong. It's Arcanist. No, Anarchist. What am I saying? There are too many words that sound the same. But this card is like crazy. I mean, it's not at its peak in this particular situation, but you can't let it flip basically. So he's just gonna ping my face, and I'll just Fist Retribution. Yeah, this card is pretty good. I won't lie. Hit him with the oops. There we go. Pretty nice. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. So I think I'm just gonna hit. I will play Visionary. The thing is, I want to get max value out of this, which is probably a little greedy of me, but I'm okay with it. Plus, this is sort of a threat. If it flips, it becomes pretty big, so kind of hard to deal with. Any good draws here would be like Markov Waltzer. Oh, that's a pretty good one for them. Markov Waltzer would be excellent here. We could get, I guess, like a Minister would be pretty sweet as well, although we do already have our Heron gone. But gaining life would be pretty nice. Okay, so pretty straightforward here. I'm just going to play Quartermaster. Hopefully they don't like a braid either of our creatures. Yep. So we'll just put on both of these creatures. I think we just attack here. If they block Visionary, I'm happy to bolt the weary prisoner. Looks like that's what they're doing. Oh, okay, so they're just gonna blow us out a little bit here. What are they blocking? Are they blocking the guest or the visionary? I expect the visionary, but yeah, I wasn't expecting the short strike, honestly. That deck doesn't look like a super creature-focused deck, so I was surprised they are playing combat tricks, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, they're not killing the visionary. The visionary is definitely the better of the two. It's the one I would kill. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't know what's in their hands, so I guess they don't want me to get another blood, but I can't activate this turn anyway, so I don't think it's a big deal. Yep, pretty happy bolting that. It doesn't get the blood trigger. Definitely not looting anything away here. It's a pretty relevant card as well. Although, well, maybe I should actually. Oh wow. Okay, so that's good. I won't lie. I don't think that was what they were trying to do. I think maybe they should have sacrificed the prisoner. I'm not sure. Okay, so here I'm just gonna activate my visionary. It's a pretty good pickup. Now I'm going to loot this away. I think I might just offer the trade here. Probably won't block, yeah. Because I could easily have had like a short strike or adamant will. Adamant will would actually be an excellent draw here, but Alluring Suitor looks like he might just finish the game here because I don't know. We've got a pretty sweet board so far. Griff Rider's going to be nice as well with a Volt Charged Berserker. Oh wow, his deck is crazy. Like, this card isn't a bomb, but it's really good. This is really good. Wow. Okay, yeah, right. He can also do my stuff. I forgot. A Volatile Arcanist is crazy. He got some great draw spells in Thirst for Knowledge. Great. Shadow the Grave is pretty good as well. That does brick me a little bit, but with Suitor I can ram through it a little bit. Hopefully. Yep, Fear of Death is a card. That's fine. He is milling himself quite a lot here. Down to 16 cards in deck. Okay, that's a greedy attack. That is a very greedy attack. So okay. Maybe I go like this. This is gonna flip. Oh wait, no, sorry. This is fine. Yeah. All right. Wait, I can go 2 and then another 2. Yeah, I think this is okay. If anybody wondering, we're not dead here because we do have a blocker. We can also play Griff Rider if we need to. They are out of cards in hand, so I'm pretty okay with just attacking here. Plus, like, I'm not attacking with my cards in the air, obviously. Well, for obvious reasons, that is. Oh wait, that's not how I want to cast it. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing this. Can I just outright kill them here? I can get them to 1, right? That feels kind of bad. But, like, at the same time... No, I'll keep this around. This guy's really good, so... Now, if they have a... I probably should have attacked there, actually. I could have won. Oh, no, this wouldn't have flipped. Never mind. Yeah, this card, when it flips, is really good. Yeah, so if they have any removal spell for this, I'm pretty dead. I mean, any removal spell, I say, but, like, obviously not another Fear of Death. Anything that, like, taps it or just an Abrade works. They could have Chill of the Grave. They could have... I don't know, Bounce Spell. Pretty much anything, but otherwise I think they're just dead. This card is pretty broken. Okay, so they're looting. What are they looting away? Okay, they just drew an island. It took them a long time to decide to do that. Yeah, looks like they might draw another land. Attacking here. Yep, that's fine with me. Oops, don't want to click no blocks. Okay, I'm fine with that. Play land. I'm just gonna attack her. I don't have any flyers, so I can't block anyways. But it looks like they're just dead anyways, so we'll see. If they have a removal spell for this, they're dead. If they have a removal spell for this, I can just pump other things and they're still dead. They have, what they could have is a Vampire's Vengeance, perhaps. But I think this just kills them, because these are both vampires, right? Oh, what am I saying? Vampire's Vengeance doesn't do anything, actually. GG's. Yep. Smacking in for the win with Blood Petal Celebrant. Feels great. Yep, that was a pretty sweet game. I won't lie, we beat all of their disgusting cards. Mirror Hole Mimic didn't do a whole lot. The Overcharged Amalgam didn't do much, honestly. Given that, like, it only got a Flame Blessed Bolt. It could have protected, like, the Arsonist or the Volatile, whatever it is. I can never get it right. I don't know, the 5-mana Werewolf. Pretty pleased that I beat all of those cards, though. Like, this deck is definitely performing. I would definitely love to hit, I guess. I wanna use Markov Waltzer. I've had it in a couple decks, but I just like never draw it. I think I've had it exactly once, and I've had it in like 5 or 6 decks. And it's a little bit difficult to evaluate because it's like it is a 4-mana 1/3 haste, but it also just pumps things. So it's like usually a 4-mana 2/3 haste, and that's like barely good stats, but then also pumps something else. It's pretty hard to evaluate that card. Ooh, this is a weird hand. So we've got a lot of removal, mini board wipe. So if up against anything aggro that's not vampires, so like humans or red-white. Okay, well of course we get hit with a Voldar and Epicure turn 1. That's fine. Okay, we did draw a creature, so that's okay. That's a pretty good creature as well. If they are on the aggressive, then it's a little worse, obviously. But yeah, we'll play it here for sure. We don't want to Fierce Retribution the Epicure. There's a Belligerent Guest. I think I'll play Hypnotist here. I'll probably end up blocking with my Visionary since they do seem to be on the aggro. This card looks like it'll be pretty dead in the matchup. Maybe I shouldn't be playing 2. Okay, well, they don't give us the choice. Just gonna kill it. Means I might have to end up Fierce Retributioning the Guest. A little tough, but that's okay. It's not where you want to be, but playable. There's a Rending Flame. Don't have many options here, just attack. Hold this up for something like Anya, or Angie, whatever it's called. Point discussion's fine. Love to just hit a creature here. Stop them from creating even more blood. Yeah, Anya would definitely be a problem. We can just kill it, but she does sack herself to... Well, she can sack herself. Sorry, she can sack... What, you know what I mean. She can kill herself to drain you. It's pretty... Okay, so this is a pretty good draw here. Hopefully they don't kill it. We do have an Adamant Will, but we can't play it on this turn. But in the coming turns we can hold it up. It'll be pretty nice with this because it'll train exactly once. And if I pump the Hypnotist, I can train it twice. Pretty okay just taking the 1 here. I don't want to risk them having like a Sure Strike or, I don't know, I guess Undying Malice is pretty annoying. Although it's kind of fine if they play it on a Voldar and Epicure. Like, this isn't the great card, so. Opponent taking their time. It looks like we might be able to race them. Because once these, once this once this trains to get a counter on it, we have them on a 2-turn clock. So basically, and I can give this flying, so we can just kill them pretty quickly here. Definitely not blocking. I'm fine with that 1 damage. Doesn't look like it'll mean the difference between life and death. So here I think I'm just going to attack with both. I'll pay the white and red. Maybe I don't. Yeah, you know what? If I don't, I give them the option to block with a villager, which I'm pretty okay with. Well, yeah, no, I'll just leave it. I do want to hold up the will for sure. Because if they want to kill my cavalry, then that'd be annoying. Yep, that's fine. If they do have a combat trick, I can just... Yep. I'll just play Adamant Will here. Can't really have a whole lot. So that does kill it. Then we can play... Oops. I wonder if we even play this. We can also just hold up Rending Flame. I think we do. Rending, like there's nothing they could play that's terrifying. Maybe like a Volatile Arsonist, but I don't think that that's super likely. It is daytime, so I'm less scared of it, but... Okay, so they're not gonna kill this dude. Definitely attacking here with both. We've got the removal, so it looks like they're on a pretty tight clock here. Play Minister. Minister can help us, I guess not outgain their life, but... Because we're all pretty low. It does cut us off a little bit from Vampire's Vengeance, but if they do play something that's really scary that's like a human, if they play like a Visionary, I might just kill it. Okay, that's annoying, but I can just, Rending Flame. Yep. That's fine. Activate there. Hold the Vengeance. Probably play it at the end of their next turn, like before this thing flips. Oh, crap. I'm dumb. Okay, well, that's fine. I do actually want to get this as well, but... That was really stupid of me. I could have... Could I have killed them there? No. No, because I was just hitting them for 6. Okay, well... Maybe... Oh, sorry, I'm misplaying terribly. I should have saved that blood. That's rough. Okay, well, they're still dead here. GG's. That's win number 3. Pretty pleased with that one. Yeah, so this deck looks to be playing pretty well. We still, as I said, we still have yet to come across a Markov Waltz. Haven't hit. We've only hit the announcement once, I think, so far. Love to hit it again before the end of the draft. It'd be pretty sweet. I'm having trouble evaluating this hand. It's weird. I like the Voldaren Epicure. Definitely helps a lot. It's very aggressive. We do need to draw planes, like an untapped planes. I think I'm keeping it here. We do need to draw an untapped planes for it to be very good, but I think it's good enough. Minister helps a little bit, although we still need a planes. Might end up looting the Minister or the Griff Rider away. Maybe not Griff Rider, actually. It's pretty good in this particular scenario. Unholy Officiant, sorry, is like one of the worst cards in the format, yet somehow it's shutting us down in this particular situation, which sucks. It feels bad, though. Pretty okay, just, well, I guess I can't yet, but if I draw planes, I'm pretty okay. Yeah, there we go. Yay, we did it. I'm pretty fine attacking here. They block any, like, if they block this with the, Geist, I'll just, actually, no, I'll happily trade this with the Geist. They won't block like this. They might block here, in which case I will just, okay, whoa, what is happening? Do they not know this has First Strike? Maybe they just want to... Okay, that's confusing. Like, very confusing to me. But I'm pretty happy just killing both of their creatures here. We're not really in any rush to win. But yeah, we've got a pretty, like, steady-looking hand. This is going to be really good against them because they're in blue-white, so a lot of their creatures are going to be spirits. Like the guy, so it's always going to ping them, almost. Yeah, so it does look like that plan was just use the Spectral Binding. But I'm pretty okay with that, honestly. Spectral Binding is not where you want to be against a red-blue aggro deck. I guess, oh, oopsie, that was a mistake, but... Play this, search up a white. Where's a white source? There we go. I think we just play Rider here. It is going to die to Vampire's Vengeance if they play something scary, but I also have just Rending Flame, so hopefully this can go big enough. Although it doesn't look like it will anytime soon. Like, one card that's really good... Okay, so that looks like it's just going to get, flamed. Yeah, the extra ping on Rending Flame is pretty brutal, especially against this deck. Well, I made a mistake again attacking with this, but I don't think it matters too much. I might just loot away this because it's going to kill 2 of our creatures and we don't want to 2-for-1 ourselves. Like, I don't think there's anything that they can play that is going to be scary enough for me not to want to. Well, maybe that's worthwhile. We'll see how they block. That helps, a lot, actually. So, I'm going to equip this onto the Epicure, and then I'll activate this on Epicure. So with both of these, this is going to train. So if they trade both here, I'm pretty okay with that. As I said, we're not really in any hurry to win. But yeah, looks like that's what they're doing. We get the blood. I think I'll loot away on their turn then, because it's not going to be that great anymore. But then we can start attacking with this guy. Alright, well, I probably should have. Well, no, it's fine. Because I want to loot, so I don't think I should equip this. But okay, it's a little big. That helps a lot. So it looks like we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm just going to equip onto here. Pass the turn. This also means that we can just make their creatures unable to block, which is pretty nice. So yep, that's a little rough. Hopefully, okay, we didn't mill anything good. I'd love to draw something like a Markov Waltzer here would be great. Adds 3 power to the board every turn, basically. Well, not every turn, but you know. Looks like they might have a bounce spell. Perhaps Alchemists. What is it? Alchemist's Retrieval? Can never remember their names of these that particular card for some reason. Okay, well, there's another Vengeance. Pretty happy looting that one away. Well, we'll attack first. Actually, if we double Vengeance, we can kill the Swarm, so maybe we don't. Yep, fine with that. Yeah, you know, we'll just play. We'll just play the this guy again. Hope for the best here. Looking a little bit less good than some of the other games because they stabilized with Ancestor's Embrace, but we'll be okay. Cavalry's fine. That's also just going to die to Vengeance. And that will also die. So I think it's going to be pretty devastating once we do cast double Vengeance. It's going to kill all their creatures, basically. Yeah, that's pretty bad to mill. I would have loved to get that. Just going to throw out a nice. But hopefully we can get a land here. Nope, that's not a land. I will activate a blood here, discarding the Celebrant. This can't block, I guess. Yeah, there's land. Yay. I'm pretty happy to block Celebrant onto the... Okay, well, sure. Pretty okay with that. Yeah, so they're going to be at 25 next turn, which is quite a lot of life, but we are going to be in a pretty dominating position. I guess they're going to get some cards back as well. Yeah, double Vengeance is going to feel pretty good. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be going a little bit low here, going down to 5, I think. Let's go swinging in for 9. Milling 2. 2 lands is fine. Yeah, so I'm just going to activate Traveling Minister and then attack, I guess. Okay, that's pretty good draw for them. My turn. Oh, I'm so dumb. I keep saying I'm going to do this and then doing the exact opposite. I'm going to attack for 4 here. So any creature is pretty good for them here. They are going to be able to get back the Screaming Swarm, but I'm okay with that. It's going to take a while, and yeah, the only thing I'm scared of is the Catilla's Rising Dawn, which is really good. That's scary. Yep. Not sure I can beat that. I'm going to need to draw something pretty good here. I'm pretty happy to loot away, like, I guess this is not going to flip anytime soon. Does this make this? That doesn't make this thing unable to block. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, that's fantastic draw. Yep. So I expect next turn they'll play. Next turn they'll play the Rising Dawn onto Skulker. You know you want to. Yep, there we go. It does have pro vampires, but this is not a vampire, thank God. Pretty happy to get rid of Catilda. Catilda's beating. Okay, this is a great draw. We'll pump that and pump this, I guess. It doesn't really matter too much. How much is that? Another 9 damage. Yeah, puts them to 7. And it looks like they're just going to lose here because they're going to draw this, and we can just make it unable to block by using a blood. GG's. Well, that's a good draw, though. I mean, they're still dead, but, you know. Hypnotist is going to trigger. Can't block. I guess we'll just do this for the lulz. Combat. Pump. GG's. Let's go. Win number 4. That was a great game. We went up against some pretty grindy blue-white. Let's view the battlefield. There we go. We went against some pretty grindy blue-white. Lots of life gain. They had the Ancestor, which gained them all the way up to 25, but we took them all the way back down. And then they played Catilda. Almost went all the way back up. And then we got them with the double. The double Vengeance here was pretty sweet, I'm not going to lie. Felt a bit bad that I forgot to use Minister, but we won anyways. As I said, my deck seemed to carry my punts, so it's okay. And other than that, the deck looked pretty sweet. They had the only card I don't like is Unholy Officiant, but the rest of the deck looked really nice. Got a Skulker with like these big pumpy life gain cards like Catilda, and Catgeist is amazing. But yeah, pretty good. Moving on to win number 4. Let's hop into game number 5. And here we go. Yeah, pretty happy with this deck so far. Honestly, 4 wins, it's more than I expected. Like, the deck is pretty good, but it's not ridiculous. And no, it's definitely not as good as the first deck that we dropped on the channel, but we got to 5 wins and then just lost 3 straight games, which sucked. But, yeah. Excellent hand. I love these two in tandem work really well because this has first strike. I mean, this works with literally everything, but, you know. Would have loved to draw instead of the Hypnotist here, like a Traveling Minister would have been great. Not too many, not too many options here. Celebrant's just the only 2-drop. Obviously, we're playing it. That's pretty good. Play Suitor. We just pass here. It's actually pretty good. It does brick our Celebrant, but next time we're going to be able to play we'll do some pretty stupid, degenerate things. So, okay, well, they're attacking. What have you got? Skulker, that's fine. I don't know if I want to attack here because they might just kill the suitor, but I might also just this does let me play everything in my hand, and we are just gonna attack. Pretty okay with that. Blue-green is definitely the scariest deck to be playing the Goddess Skulker because it means that they have some like exciting big things that they want to make unblockable, but I don't think that that'll be a problem for us because we just want to run them over quickly. So by the time they play things like, I guess, Brambleworm, we're already dying, so. Oof, that's a big boy. I think we just pass back. Yeah, Dreadlight Monstrosity is big. Wow. I don't usually like the card very much, but it is playable, and the decks that it's playable in are usually alright, but wow. There's a Brambleworm, Speak of the Devil. This card is just bonkers. I don't know if we can beat this. We got a little bit of a slower start in our red-white deck, and we've drawn a lot of lands. 9 lands in... Also 8 lands in, what, like 14 cards, rather? It's a lot. Yeah, so we're looking for something like a, I guess the Angel works pretty well. Although this has reach, doesn't it? Yeah, that's rough. Are we just dead here, actually? Nothing in exile, so they can't activate this. I guess wait, this is only when it attacks alone, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't have much to kill this, honestly. This is tough. Yep. I don't think we can win this one. Okay, well that's a Griffwing Cavalry, but we're just dead, right? Yeah. GG's. Wow, that was a very short match. They just ramped out their Bramblewurm and we died. I mean, Bramblewurm is disgusting, but wow. Okay, well, wrapping that one up pretty quickly. Come on, Magic the Gathering servers. Yes. Okay, let's go. Come on. You got another win left in this deck, I'm sure. If we don't, that'll be a little sad, actually, but... Most of our wins have been pretty free so far, besides that blue-white game. But, yeah. Come on, Arena, you can find a worthy opponent for me. We can do this. Let's try canceling it. For some reason, whenever I cancel it, well, I mean, it didn't happen that time, but a lot of the time when I cancel, we'll press the cancel button. It like instantly matchmake. It makes instant matchmaking. Sorry, I can't talk, which is very odd. I don't know why. It's like it's trying to keep you here for as long as possible, but I don't know why Arena would do that. I guess they probably get paid for hours that I'm playing, but yeah, that's a game. Yay. I was just kind of scared that it's just gonna give me a draw. Sometimes like the game just like crashes or whatever and you get a match loss, which is rough. Oh god, this is a weird hand. I think we're keeping it. Oh, I don't know though. It's slow as heck. I keep forgetting to customize their lands. Sorry, anybody who gets triggered by that. Yeah, this is tough. We do definitely need a red source pretty quickly. Speak the devil. Yay. Okay, well now our hand looks just crazy. There's a wolf. Minister. Yeah, our hand just got ridiculous. With like 2 draws. That's pretty funny, actually. Definitely liking that. Yep, that's fine. Play suitor. Pump it. Not too many decisions here. Honestly, pretty okay with them just attacking with the wolf. It's not a great attacker, it's only 2 damage, and it's a much better... Well, it's pretty bad at defending. It's weird, it get, like... I never understood this card. It gets +2/+2 on your turn, which means that it doesn't on your opponent's turn, which is very odd, but oh well. Here we just, I think, play Cavalry. Looks like they're mana screwed, so it's a bit sad for them. We'll just leave this back. Next time we can attack with both and activate the Cavalry so that this gives flying. It's going to be pretty nice to play that, like that. Looks like the opponent's still mana screwed. That's tough for them. Sorry, buddy. I may or may not be about to run you over here. That's gonna make this train. Definitely pay the cost because I don't want to give them a blood. It's kind of mean here, but I don't know, I feel like it's the right thing to do. It's going to let us play the Hypnotist and then hold up Retribution if they do want to get the extra blood, which I won't let them, obviously. Sorry, buddy. That was tough. I would have loved to see your deck more, though. Because, I don't know. I really want to see a good green-white deck. Because I just haven't yet. Like, obviously, Torrens is busted. I've seen a couple of Bramblewurm decks, which are pretty sweet, but it's not, like, proper green-white. I want to see, like, the green-white humans lists, you know? Okay, well, that's 5 wins. Pretty happy with that so far. Maybe we can hit 7. Loving that. If we can hit 7 wins with this deck, I'm very happy. Honestly. Playing up against MTG God here, so it looks like we're just going to be getting an instant loss. Although our hand seems pretty good given that we're going to lose. I'd love to see what they've got going on. Still no decisions. Yeah, these games, I don't know, maybe red-white is just a boring deck to play, but it feels like it's all very linear and there aren't really like a lot of complex lines that I need to be able to see. And it's sort of rewarding me for punting because I'm just bad at the game, but yeah, it's hard to say. Definitely play Guest here. It's going to be really sweet when we can play Markov Waltzer. We can just get in lots of damage with the Belligerent Guest, get some blood out of it. Finally, we draw the bloody thing. What a pretentious flavor text here. I'll lead. Okay, that's a pretty good one. I might just Rending Flame it. Although, well, it is only... yeah, we can just attack here, actually. There's no point using a removal spell. That's an excellent draw. So I think I just play Waltzer. It's going to pump Guest and Waltzer. Yeah, no blocks. Oh, are they blocking with the Stinger? Come on, do it. Yes. This card is, like, very hard to beat a lot of the time, but if they just block with it early, I guess with so much pressure you kind of have to, but when they block with it early, it's really sweet because they just can't... It means they can't stop you from attacking them with round creatures. Although a lot of my higher, like my better creatures, like... I guess we've drawn almost all of them. A lot of my 4s and 5s just have flying anyway, so it doesn't matter, but, yeah. Pretty excited to slam Heron of Hope onto this guy. He's going to feel pretty terrible about himself. Sorry, buddy. And then right after that, we can slap down an Angelic Quartermaster. I think I'm probably going to loot away the Celebrant, just because it's just going to be trading with the... Oh my god, that is a problem. Never. Yeah, so we'll be looting the Celebrant, and we'll probably just Rending Flame the... Wait, sorry. One sec. I just want to see... Okay, he is not attacking. I'm surprised. I definitely would have attacked if I were him, because this card is like a must deal with, especially when he has this many zombies. Glad I killed the Fellstinger. That would have been a problem in the air. Okay, well, we drew a land, which is a bit rough, but that's okay. Kill Geralf. Geralf is, like, really hard to beat. Is he going to sacrifice something? I doubt it. Okay, he's just going to tap that down. Pretty okay with that. Pretty straightforward again. Bash in for 2. Next turn's going to be pretty nice. We can put a counter on Heron and Waltzer. If they can kill the Waltzer, I'm pretty okay with that. Angelic Quartermaster can also just do the job pretty easily. Okay, that's a great draw. So we'll just play Quartermaster. Like, we're still at 22 life, and that's not going down anytime soon. So I am sort of forcing them to have it here because... I don't know, like, they kind of need to have... I guess if it's Parasitic Grasp, yeah, GG's. If it's Parasitic Grasp, they have to have it right now. And if it's, I guess Bleed Dry works, and Grizzly Ritual works as well. Up into Platinum 3, that's pretty good. Pretty awesome deck, honestly. They had some really good cards. I just had the nuts. Like, I had Rending Flame. I think it was probably a mistake to trade this early, although I don't know what it would have done for them. But yeah, we sort of just dominated there. Sorry, man. MTG God takes an L. Feels good to beat gods, though, not gonna lie. With pretentious names like that. Okay, well, we're up to 6 wins. I'm pretty happy with that, given this pretty scrappy deck, honestly. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm pretty happy with it, you know. It's past my expectations, I guess is the best way of saying it. Up against KTO 509 with a great hand. We got early Epicure and Ceremonial Life. Basically drew almost all of our 1-drops. And now we drew literally almost, well, all but one of our 1-drops. So we'll play Minister here, in case they're aggro. Doesn't look like they are, though. That's okay. We will play this and Bolt. Guess probably should have saved that for maybe a Vampire, but in Black-Green they probably won't have one that we can kill with this at least. So that we can kill the Bolt, sorry. Definitely play the Epicure. Suit it up with a knife. Gain the life, there we go. We are going down pretty quickly on cards, but I'm okay with that. We do have the blood to get through all these lands. That's a bit of a problem. Little troublesome, I won't lie. We can just pump our dude past that point, but we'll just leave it for the time being. If you play something else that's not a vampire, I might just block, like, the attacks here. Yeah, okay. No. I'll just take it. We're at 23, so. We are also just gaining 2 life a turn, so I'm pretty okay with it. Be nice to get one of the Blood Petal Celebrants with First Strike. Here we definitely loot. The only thing in our deck that we could possibly draw that would punish us for this is the Quartermaster. I mean, watch us draw it now, but... Okay, well, that's a great draw. Yeah. That's very good. We'll go like this. Yep. Wow, why are they blocking that? That seems like the wrong choice here. Because this doesn't have any abilities. Okay. Oh, they're just not blocking. That's fine. In that case, well, no, I won't pump. I want to get this Visionary down. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. I might just discard the Vampire's Vengeance now, because we have 3 humans on the battlefield, which all die to it, so it's a bit rough, but... Also wanted to flip this back today, obviously, but that's not really a priority. Okay, well, we're taking 7. Pretty okay with that, though. We're just gaining another 2, so we're only taking 5, going up to 15 again. That's what they're at, so... Doesn't look like they can race us very well here. Yep, not with that either. It's definitely not helping them. That helps them even less. I'm going to activate Voltaic Visionary here. See if we need a land. Yeah, there we go. There's a land. Flips it. Probably just going to pump the Epicure. I'm going to attack with it. We don't have double red, so we can't really pump anything. I probably should have attacked with this, actually, but I do want to hold it back just in case. So now that this is out of range of the Vengeance, I might just shoot it off. Definitely killing the hook end, though, obviously, when they attack. So I'm keeping both of these up. So hopefully they attack thinking that we're going to get blown out, because we forgot that it would go to night, but obviously we didn't. Pretty hard to forget about night and day in this set, because it's like a giant animation in the screen, obviously. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to pump it a little bit so that they think we're going to be taking lethal, right? So they're going to attack with everything. It's fine. Kill it. Yep. So here's the next... I guess we can just take it and go down to 7, and then we can pump back up, take them down to 8. That's a great draw. Just going to spread the damage out equally, because they can kill either of these with basically any removal spell in black-red. Not black-green, yeah, black-green, sorry. I might just loot this away, actually. Yep, that's gonna kill one of our dudes. But I'm pretty okay with either of them. Like, this guy can't block. Should I loot for Adamant Will? No. Yeah, well, I guess I probably should have done it before, but I'll just play it. Yeah. Looks like the best we can do. This does help us a little bit with, well, we can train it, I guess. That puts it out of range of the Vampire's Vengeance. Pretty okay with the attack here, I won't block. I guess if they do have another Witch's Web, we kind of just deserve to lose, but, like, I'll make them have it here. Yep, they don't have it. Could have something that drains us for 3. I don't think there's anything in the set, though, that does that nicely. Yeah, that looks like pretty easy. Whatever this is called. Loot. That's a pretty good draw, I would say. Yep, so looks like we're just going to be looting away the vengeance then. I will start by attacking with both. Don't need to give it flying, obviously. Decline. And that's game. I forgot that that was going to train. I won't lie, that was entirely an unintentional win. Well, that's pretty funny, actually, I won't lie. So we did rank up. It's pretty nice. I guess that was lost game, but still, I didn't mention it. And I believe that puts us at 6 wins? 7 wins. Okay, well, we got to 7 wins. I don't know how. This deck is not that good. I mean, all of our games were very well done. There was like one that I punted pretty hard. These Vampire's Vengeances just did not do any work. I don't think I think as like what we're playing 7 Vampires, it's enough, but it's not good because the rest of our creatures, like, what do we have that dies to it? Because I feel like everything that we have that isn't a vampire just dies to it, and it looks bad, you know. This dies to it. This dies to it. It's a little sad, I won't lie. Yeah, like all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we had as many targets that died to it as targets that didn't die to it, which is a little stupid. But yeah, overall, I think this deck really overperformed. Getting 7 wins is quite a big achievement, especially when we went 7-1 only, which is pretty good. But with this deck, I'm surprised. We had some pretty bomby stuff. We didn't actually ever draw this. We got it milled once, and we drew it in the last game right as we won. And then Markov Waltzer did pretty good work. I think I like this card overall. I have yet to have a proper evaluation. Obviously, this does work. Angelic Quartermaster is good. We had some pretty good removal suite, honestly. We had Flame Blast Bolt, Rending Flame, and Fierce Retribution, which Retribution definitely saved us quite a lot. That last game definitely let us win it. Yeah, but I think overall we played pretty well. I think our draft went quite well. I wasn't sure if we should go into black or not, because we did see this late bleed dry, and we did have a Socialite. But I think overall this white-red aggro deck did the work that we needed it to do, and it went pretty well overall. So yeah, with that, I guess there's nothing left to say about the deck other than I'm pretty surprised at how well it went. But yeah, well, I guess if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see